Yo guys, welcome back to the Kitemana YouTube channel. In today's video we're talking about the brand new Reedin SuperModel 2025. We already did a video on the Hypermodel and on the Whisper model, which are two great kites in the Reedin lineup. And now their third kite in the lineup is the SuperModel, which we're gonna talk about with Kevin. So Kevin, welcome to the video.
Here we are! Hello everybody!
And we're gonna talk about all the specs of the new SuperModel 2025. So let's dive in. So yeah, like I said, this is the third kite of 2025 season of Reedin. The Whisper model and the Hyper model came out of the Brainchild factory, as some people know. And this kite is not out of the Brainchild factory.
No,
Right?
that's correct. This is out of our traditional factory where we, made all our previous supermodels. I'm very proud to now have Supermodel 2025, which is the sixth version of the supermodel. It's been really successful. We of course, learned a lot from Hypermodel and Whisper model and implemented those techniques into the new Supermodel.
And we saw some new features already when we pumped up the kites. I saw some new things. Yeah, the most noticeable difference is that there's more white on the leading edge.
Yes, that's correct.
That's is it called again?
HTF.
HTF, yeah.
We're constantly, of course, updating the supermodel. The supermodel is the do-it-all kite. And whether you ride your twin tip, want to jump to the moon, ride your foil, or just want to cruise around, this is the kite to get. And every year we're trying to make it better. And I think, especially this year, we made a big step because we have been working with Rolf together to make the Hypermodel and the Whisper model. And for Supermodel, Damien is taking the lead in the design of the Supermodel, and Rolf basically looked into the design of Supermodel and to see how we can even improve it more. Yeah. And let me show you a couple cool features new features that we have in the Supermodel. First of all, it's maybe really hard to see, but we changed the arc of the kite. So that makes the kite fly better, but just changing the arc doesn't really do anything to a kite. Well, it does something, but you got to work on multiple things to get the overall perfect feel, as how we call it. So we updated the arc, we updated the bridle system. So we have a pulleyless bridle system now. Yeah. That's brand new. Rolf went, put a special sauce on it together with Damien. Yeah. And they looked at, having the new arc and placing the bridles in different spots on the leading edge, making sure we keep the overall profile as solid as possible. Because of the new bridles, we were able to move or add another HCF panel to the leading edge. And the good thing of that is that if we add an extra HCF panel, the kite is able to twist even better, because that's what happens when you turn a kite. And that results in faster turning. Yeah. Also new on the bridles is we're using an SK99 line. Yeah. It's a thinner bridle line, which is more efficient, less drag, and is stiffer. Yeah. And if something is stiffer, especially in the lines, you get a directer response. We've worked on the arc, we've worked on the bridle, we added an extra HCF panel, but we also worked on the trailing edge. It's a straighter trailing edge, and we've added a couple battens. Yeah. And the beauty of these battens is that it keeps the trailing edge more smooth while you turn. And if the canopy is more smooth when your kite turns, it feels like butter. Yeah, it's more smooth overall. It's crazy smooth. We've been letting people try our kites before we produce it, and everybody came back to us and they were blown away how butter smooth the kite is. Yeah. So it's like I said in the beginning, it's not just changing one thing. You have to change multiple things to get the most epic result. And I think we, once again hit the nail on the head. Using Damien's knowledge, using Rolf's knowledge, and making Supermodel 2025, in my opinion, to the best do-it-all kite in the skies. So we got one more new thing, of course. We got two new colors, one existing color. We've got the DNA black. We've been using black for a couple years already. That's why it's called the DNA black. Yeah. The second color is the peach black, the magic mint. This is definitely my favorite color. Like your shirt, dude.
Same
You're
shirt,
looking good.
same color. Great color, I like it.
What's your favorite color?
I think that one, the color of the t-shirt.
Right?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, you can keep it. You can keep the shirt. Why not, right?
So on the previous Supermodel there were different sizes from a 4 up to a 16, and now I
Yes.
saw that there is a smaller lineup. I think that
That's
has to do with the Whisper model
Yes.
coming into the lineup. Is that true?
Yeah, that's correct. So the sizes for this year are from 4 till 12 meters. And then for the light wind kites, you would use a Whisper model. We
Yep.
believe the Whisper model flies in absolutely no wind, even on a day like today.
Yeah.
Today would be a Whisper model day. And the Whisper model, of course, goes from 13, 15, and a 17. Well, you've proven it, man.
I've
4
proven
knots. This guy could kite in 4 knots.
Some people did not believe it, but it was definitely true. So maybe we need to test it again in 4 knots. But I'm definitely convinced.
Is it 4 knots now?
Maybe I could ride right now. As I saw on the spec sheet as well, the Supermodel 2005 is even lighter than the previous one, but with the same materials.
Yes.
Like, how is that even possible? How did you manage to do that and your team?
That's a very good question. Damien basically flew to China like he does multiple times a year to run production, to do to see how we can make our products even better. And for Supermodel 2025, he went to the factory. He took every panel of the kite, he put it on the scale, and he measured like how can we reduce material but still keep the overall performance of the kite, quality of the kite. And by taking away certain parts of the kites where it's not, where a part is before was maybe this wide, and Damien managed to make it half of the size, for example. But if you do that all around the kite, but keeping in mind to have a better performance and a better quality, because that's super important. You don't want to take material away and then your kite explodes. And that's something we do throughout all our testing. And Damien managed to scrape off a couple grams here and a couple grams there. But if you do that a lot, then overall the kite becomes lighter. And if a kite is lighter, it just flies better.
So we just talked about the pulleyless bridles, and I saw as well that you claim to have the same amount of depower with a pulleyless bridle than with the pulleyed bridle before. How did you manage to do that? Because normally when you think about the pulleyed bridle, you think about less depower, but that's not the case.
Yep.
So can you tell me how does it work?
Well, we managed to get away with the pulleyless bridle, or use the pulleyless bridle, maintaining the same depower than we used to have by changing the arc, changing the positions of the bridles. And that's also because Damien and Rolf sat together and worked on it really, really hard. And we managed to get away with a pulleyless bridle, which is, in my opinion, gives you a better direct feel. And so I'm very, very happy with the pulleyless bridle. I think it's crazy what these two guys can do, and we get to ride it. What else do you want?
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah, great. So Kev, if I was a rider watching this video and I'm doubting between the new Hypermodel and the Supermodel 2025, which one should I choose? Which one is the best for me? How does that work?
I think that's a great question. If you're watching this and you are that rider that wants to ride in all sorts of conditions and wants to do any sort of discipline, and you want to have a kite that feels like an extension of your body, then the Supermodel is the kite to get. The Supermodel basically does it. If you are that rider that really wants to push your riding to the next level, wants to get a kite that does a crazy amount of performance, meaning super fast turning, super quick response, to push your new school riding, then the Hypermodel might be a better fit. But I would say for 95 or 96% of the kiters out there, Supermodel is going to be your weapon of choice.
So thank you guys for watching this video with Kevin about the Supermodel 2025. Maybe Kevin, we can borrow a kite to do another video.
Of course, guys. I will leave a couple behind.
Thank you for watching. Thank you, Kevin, for your time, and we'll see you on the next one.
And
Ciao.
wait, if you want to get one of these, then definitely go to kitemana.com. This guy's going to be in the shop. You're going to meet the most famous kite reviewer of the world. It's going to be epic. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on the water.
See you on
the brand new Supermodel 2025. Later!